Again, for a prints, you need a named gallery online, whatever, that already has a following. I can just do, guys, this is very famous, this drop. We are doing a drop next week, Monday, from this guy. And it sells in seconds. So the network of the people, I don't have that network.
Okay. So where do you sell most of it? So where does your work sell mostly? Like, where do you sell most of it?
Digital gallery and my own website is the majority. And then comes the galleries, and then comes my Instagram.
And when you say digital galleries, which are you referring to?
Like the single artist one.
Yeah, they move a lot of work. I've been selling a lot with them
and
lately.
And then galleries in the States that have their own website, like this. So it's not physical, not necessarily physical galleries. Yeah.
Most of your work is a similar size, or do you have a particular work that's like a bestseller, or because what's interesting about yours is you get to piggyback on a lot of things in the cultural zeitgeist. You can play a lot with and be producing other images, but like in your style, which I always think is really cool because it lets you touch 2 or 3 like connection points to people. I saw you did the whole NFT series of CryptoPunks and other things that I thought was interesting. I love the numbers as well. I thought that was really cool because it created like this kind of blurry kind of number that I like.
Those are
Is there a certain style or a certain category of your work that sells predominantly better than others?
Predominantly better.
Is there like a size or a series that sells better than everything else?
It's basically my biggest one sells the best. My biggest paintings.
Okay.
And mostly the pop art. Which, again, this brings up a point. People would say, yeah, you do pop art. And I like pop art, but I don't want to be known for pop art. And what I do can be very versatile. I can paint many things. The point that I want to bring up about, is your art serious, or is this a bullshit art, or is this decorative? There's this distinction. Are you doing serious art, or are you just a decorative art? 2 things, like, and this would mean the blue chip galleries. The blue chip galleries, I am not in there because I'm doing so-called, not bullshit art, but I'm doing so-called, for them, decorative art. Art, what they perceive as to be not intellectual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a difficult point.
Yeah, fuck them. Like, my general attitude these days is, like, it used to matter whether you had a gallery or not. But now the economics in galleries suck 50%, 40%, 60%. Like you take all the cost. Like those economics are terrible. There's something to be said now that as an artist that you can own your customer and that you have fans and that you have collectors that deal directly. Like I think that's substantially more value, like from an enterprise value and long-term growth of your career. Galleries come and go. Yeah, sure, it'd be nice to be in Gagosian one day, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's very important for aspiring artists to hear that, again, it comes all back to your freedom. Like when you, me now too, like you, don't give a shit. I don't really care now because it's all about, because you can afford. But if you're not selling, you don't have freedom and you have to be Mr. Nice Guy and you have to paint the palm tree with the little boat in the ocean.
Question, do you ever do, on that note, do you ever do commission work? Did someone come to you and say they like your style? And do you charge a premium for that work?
No, not premium.
Okay.
I don't know where that premium came from. That's an old-fashioned idea, I think, from galleries that, because he's asking for commission, it's supposed to be 25% higher. I don't see why. It's the same framework to make. Why would I charge 25% more?
Okay. And in terms of, do you have a team at all, or is it just you 100% by yourself, or do you have other people that help you with anything?
Just me.
Just you. So you deal with sales, Instagram, marketing, fulfillment, shipping. I'm the same, but it's hard. What do you use? Do you keep track of like your collectors and your inventory? Is there like a software system that you use, or do you just do Google Docs?
I'm a little bit outlaw, and I know I'm supposed to be doing what you're saying, but I don't.
Okay. Plenty of people don't.
I know, like for blue chip galleries, like they would ask you. I had some people that asked me, like, hey, do you have a list of your collector base? And I've just been busy working, and my life is good the way it is. Of course, I want to do more and better than you, fucker. You need to make that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's going now. That is my life. And it's not that I'm going to push for this, but it's going, it just keeps growing, building the brand, so to speak. It's all coming in slowly. I believe in the time does the job, as long as you keep moving. It takes time. I don't think things can be rushed. This is actually a very true statement.
There's a question for you. So one of the things I always ask, how much time do you spend making art versus all the other things you have to do to support the art business? Like how much time do you spend painting versus everything else?
I would say 20% actually painting and 80% is hustling.
Okay. That's just the reality.
People will not understand this. People think that you are there day and night painting.
No, you can't.
But yeah, day and night, yeah.
And how much work, I've seen like you have tons of work, and it seems like, obviously like detail oriented and just the nature of this and the scale of the work. Like how much work do you produce? What's your output look like?
It's difficult to say. It depends on the gallery demand. If a gallery says, look, we need 3 paintings, I do all 3 at the same time.
Okay.
To save time with moving colors from left to right. But let's say, and of course, I paint with a black background. I paint with all paint, so it needs time to dry. I say 1 painting a week.
1 painting a week, okay.
And then stuff in between. But let's say 1 painting a week.
Okay. All right. So it's
slow. It is, it's a slow process. I can hustle very hard and do it in, let's say, but that's killing myself in 3 days for painting.
Okay.
But that's killing myself. It's not good.
And what do you spend? So the other 80% is the hustle. So what is the rest of that time? Like, how do you figure that looks? Like, how much is spent on marketing and outreach, dealing with galleries, like fulfilling? Do you keep any inventory or do you sell it as soon as you get it?
I don't have inventory.
You don't have inventory, so you're behind.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait to one day have that feeling where I can't create work fast enough. That has to feel good that you have so you basically, do you have a waiting list?
Not really a waiting list, no.
Okay. And so in terms of, so that's your time, like what do you spend most of your money on? What do you spend in your practice? Like, do you advertise at all? Is it just paint and supplies and time? Like what's your financial game look like?
I really don't spend money on, I don't spend money.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know what to say. Very basic guy. I buy my canvas on a roll, big roll.
Okay.
Really, yeah. It may not seem this. It may seem like if you look me up, that fuck, this guy's a factory. Yeah, I am a factory. but I don't spend. Yeah, I spend on a course, for example. Okay, $250 I just spent for a little course here, and okay, I just wasted $2,000 on the Google Ads. Didn't do anything for me. Yeah,
Okay.
in that sense, sure, but I don't really spend.
But you're experimenting with some things just to try to drive traffic in business and.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we all do. So I guess my question is, have you thought about expand? Because if you're backed up in terms of you're not piling up extra paintings, it sounds like if you make more work, you could sell it. Have you ever thought about like adding a team or an assistant or someone to help with some of the administrative?
Yeah, I would love to. I don't know what to say yet. That is the goal. But like you say, you need to have enough offset, enough sales.
Yeah, I mean, I think oftentimes I think it can be one of those similar to your like the fear at the beginning when like forcing yourself to go all in. Like sometimes I look at it like that, like hiring that extra person, it's going to be a little harder, but it might actually let your business really expand 2 or 3 or 4x from having the extra time to do more creative work or think a little bit more, like taking some of the grunt work off your table. Because I know I box and ship all my own stuff, like to take some of those things away or canvases or whatever it might be. So
I see what you're saying. Now, the little thing with me, the twist with this is that I'm in a foreign country, basically. I don't know the language very well. This is not an art country, so I cannot. This is difficult for me. In the States, it would be easier.
What country?
But then I'm in Greece right now.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
that's good living.
So, yeah, it's good. It's good living, sure. But this could be done virtually in a way, like.
Sure.
If you're a business-minded person, look, I don't care to spend money to just bring money back. At least that's the idea. It's not a problem to pay somebody. Yeah, that's the idea. But the key would be the art world. It's a closed world, difficult world. Finding people, that's weird to say. Finding people. Would you try to find? You always try to find a gallery. But if somebody would knock on my door, hey, I used to work at the Gagosian Gallery and I have my client list, dude, right away, how much do you need per month? Bam, bam, let's do this. This, for sure. But that does not exist.